to Chicago when I was 10 years old. So
Okay, cool.
yeah,
All right. I'm gonna after I ask you
you can
to
ask me a
introduce
question.
yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Cool, cool, cool. All right. 1, 2. Hey everybody, welcome to The Blacklist. The show is where we interview the elite to see how they got to where they are and how they stay in power. Right now, we have Jayden, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Jayden.
good. I'm glad I said it correctly. So, give us a brief background about who you are, and for people that don't know you, give us an intro.
Yeah. So hey everyone, thanks for having me today. I'm actually the wife of Jolie.
Yep.
My name is Jayden, and right now I'm working with my husband at our private equity firm. I'm managing like the support operations, HR, legal departments as a managing partner with him. So yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
And my background is in like management, legal, and military. So yeah,
Nice.
that's what
I saw that. Yeah. So, okay. So you started off in South Korea and then you moved. So talk to me about your background first.
Yeah, so I moved to the US when I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
So I was born in South Korea, and then my family decided to move to Chicago, Illinois, mainly because my dad wanted to educate me and my siblings in a better like environment. Because
Yeah.
in Asia, mainly in Korea and China, education, like you gotta be super smart to get to the level, like where the society think is good.
Yeah.
So he just didn't want us to go through all that like hardship and all that stuff. So he decided to just move us to a new country where we will be able to learn English like just naturally, not just like
Right. In
like
school.
fourth way. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Okay. And why did you end up joining the military?
Well, it's a long story. So going back to 2005, like a year later, my dad was working on like an immigration visa, like immigration process, and it ended up just like not happening at all. So unfortunately, we just lost our status in the U.S. and
Oh shit.
became like illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
But luckily, a couple of years later, previous past president Barack Obama opened the Dream Act.
Yeah.
That's where I got the deferred actions for like early childhood arrival status, DACA,
Okay.
and I got my like all those like license, like social security number, everything where I could learn how to drive,
Yeah.
like be able to go to college and all that. But it was just too hard, especially in the Midwest, because most states in the Midwest don't really support like DACA, like the children.
Yeah.
So I had to find a way to fix my status, number one, citizenship, right? And also find a way to pay for my own education for college.
Right.
And after my freshman year, I just couldn't afford to go to my school, like my college. So I just came back home and went to community college for the next semester. And
And
that's
home was in Chicago.
Illinois. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Got it.
Yeah. And I just like randomly bumped into these like army recruiters who
Yeah.
were trying to recruit some like
Yeah.
community college students. And I was like, hey, I'm interested, but I don't know if I can join. And then they asked me why, like, why not? I was like, I explained my situation, my status and everything. I'm a DACA. And they were like, oh, you know what? We actually opened this special like program for foreign like foreigners who speak like different languages.
Yeah.
The army is recruiting like people who can speak like different languages for them. So you can actually join as a Korean speaker and
Nice.
DACA.
Yeah.
Very acceptable. So I was like, really? And that's how I really like joined the army, and I passed, like all the like the training, boot camp, and then my job training, all that.
Yeah.
And after I graduated from everything, I went back to college. I got my scholarship and everything. So
Wow.
two problems that I had, growing up.
And you solved it like that.
Yeah, I solved it right away. And
Yeah.
my husband happened.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, we were in the like the ROTC program in college.
What is
And,
that? What is?
it's like a college student training. Sorry, it's a training for college students who want to commission as an officer in the United States,
Got
like
it.
military, Army, Air Force, Navy. And I was in the Army branch, so yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Okay. And talk to me about your role now, because I've tried the working with your spouse type thing, and this is, I don't know. For me, I'm like, I'd rather just keep it like, you're this, and we're not like working together. How is that like with you? Like with you and, Joel? Like, how's that work?
At first, well, okay, so as soon as I graduated from college, I also got recruited by Denlock, his company.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I worked as a community ambassador and project coordinator in his company. and I didn't really enjoy that role.
Were you with Joel at that time period
Yes,
when you were
yes,
there?
yes,
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
That was like after we got married,
Got it, got it.
right after graduation and marriage happened and all that. I just didn't like the space that I was put in, and I also didn't like the fact that like we were working from home together,
Mhm.
and it's like we had to talk about work
Yeah.
24/7. I hated it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I left Dan's company and ended up like starting my career in like a corporate job,
Right.
9 to 5.
Yep.
I loved it, and then COVID happened,
Oh, shoot.
so I didn't lose my job. I
Oh.
just like continue working for the same company. But then I've been always like side hustling, running my own e-com store,
Yeah, yeah.
selling some K-pop, like the merchandise stuff,
Yep.
and working with Joel on the side as well. And I realized, wait, how come I didn't like doing what I'm doing before? Because I'm making more income,
Yeah.
first of all. And I actually am more mature now that like I can understand my husband better. Like I
Yeah.
know how to handle the argument, I know how to handle the stress. I actually love the space that I was, like in before with Dan and all that. So yeah, everything just like happened naturally, and all the problems that I was facing just got resolved like naturally.
Because you matured.
Right, because I
Do you think you
matured.
matured because of corporate?
Yeah, working with more older, older
Yeah.
team members,
Yeah.
to learn how to communicate with some professionals, and like how to manage my stress, how to manage my time,
Yep.
work, career, yeah, everything.
Yeah.
So
No, that's powerful. And I think that's big because I think you had like a moment where you knew how to handle certain situations that I feel like some people don't know how to handle.
mhm.
But you said you liked corporate. Why did you end up leaving?
It's very simple. I made my 1 year income that I could make a corporate in 3 months
Yeah.
with my,
Oh, yeah. That is a very
yeah.
simple answer. I
So,
would have done the same.
and it kind of didn't make sense to me that I had to work at least like 8 hours per day for my full time job at a corporate, whereas I make, like double,
Yeah.
triple the amount that I can make in like my other hustle that I was doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
So, how is it like now then? Like,
Mhm.
present day, right now, what are you currently doing? And I mean, how's it working out?
Really good. I think I was lacking some business acumen before,
Uh huh.
but I studied like business law and like compliance at a law school. Like after
Wait, so you went to school again?
yeah, I went back to school.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I Okay. So when COVID happened, I started seeing some companies, like a lot of companies were having legal issues.
Yeah.
For example, like they couldn't run the events at a venue.
So true.
Yeah, all the agreements, contracts, like they had to pay like penalties and fines.
Yep.
So I've been actually working with some like lawyers that my team were like talking to regarding some like issues that we were having
Yeah.
from our own department. And I thought, oh wait, if I have some legal like knowledge, maybe I can help my team or help my company or whoever I work for in the future,
Yeah.
save their time, save their financial situation and everything. So I applied for law school, and then I got in, and that's where I studied like business law and compliance, which I
Yeah.
really enjoyed. Yeah.
How long did you end up doing that and studying
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a good amount of time.
Yeah. Everything was online, so it was perfect. I
Yeah.
could study, work. Yeah.
And you liked it?
I loved it. That's where I also learned about like M&A law, like
Mm-hmm.
business law and all that, which is very helpful for what I do right now and what I believe we'll be doing with my, like company, with my husband and everything. So yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
No, I mean, that's a
Mhm.
very valuable skill,
Yeah. Mhm.
And you don't have to pay the large lawyer fees that are,
Exactly.
that are
Yeah.
sharks and just trying to take
Yeah.
your money. No, that's powerful. So, have you ever had to use that type of stuff in modern day business?
Yes. For example, like I mentioned in the beginning of this interview, I do work for some of our clients, like HR, legal, and finance departments, right? I
Yeah.
help them draft like the agreements, and like when we hire people, we have to make sure we like draft like a proper NDA clause and all those kind of like important notes in the agreement. So I help them with that, which is very I'm very happy that like
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
this age. So yeah, yeah.
No, that's
Mhm.
good. That's good. And then what about the deals? I'm assuming you help structure the deals then for like roll ups and stuff.
That part, my partner, my
Okay.
husband, Joel does it,
Yeah.
and my other team members handle all that. So I don't really get involved in that.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you the same question that I asked him. What's your goal 5, 10 years from now? Are you gonna continue going to school for other stuff and learning more skills, or yeah?
No more schooling. I'm done.
Yeah.
um, I want to learn from more, like successful people. Also, like Jeremy Haynes, like
Yeah.
like Ryan Pineda, and all those like amazing people. I just want to learn and grow. And when it comes to my own plans, my own like goals that I want to achieve, like I don't believe in that anymore
Yeah.
because all the plans that I have in the past never really became true. But
Mm,
I got bigger
yeah.
things I never thought I could really like get in my life
Yeah.
that I never dreamt of, like having, like I never dare to dream,
Right.
of having. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, let everything go through, just
So
be
okay.
flexible.
So what's the why then behind that? Is it because obviously we heard from Joel and we
Hmm.
know what his why is.
Hmm.
What's yours? Why are you continuing to grow? I don't think
Um,
there's a need. No, I'm just kidding. There's a need.
yeah, I love learning first of all, and growing up, I never learned about money and like being successful
Yeah.
at a different level. I don't know how to explain it, but like,
So is it like addicting now?
yeah, it's
Like now that
addicting. And I want to see it as a human, like how far can I go and like
mm,
what can I like really achieve
yeah,
in my life?
yeah,
When I die, like I want to be something that people remember for doing something cool, like interesting as a
right.
like a woman, Asian,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah. So
Okay, got it. So
that's
so
why.
just to clarify then, you
Hmm.
don't necessarily have like a main thing that you want to do in like 5, 10 years from now. But you're gonna continue pushing yourself and kind of seeing where life takes you if you just continue to grow. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
right?
yeah,
All right, got it.
yeah.
Well, what about business wise? What's the goal with your side by helping out Joel and
Hmm.
kind of getting into more of these companies? Do you have any business goals that way?
I want to get into the M&A world first of
Yeah,
all. I'm already doing it with him,
yeah,
but that's the first thing. And second thing is that I want to invest in like real estate, some other funds
yeah,
that might actually grow my wealth.
yeah.
So that's another thing that I want to focus on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And you know what's good about this? I think like I speak to a lot of women and I like a lot of them do want to have some sort of purpose or impact and
Hmm.
help people and things like that.
Hmm.
And yours is more like, I'd say the kind of like the same thing as Joel is like you just want to grow personally.
Hmm.
And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that.
Hmm.
Nothing wrong whatsoever. Um but that's good. So I'd say hold on. This sorry, I keep
Yeah. No worries,
fixing
no
this
worries.
mic. So, well, take me back then. Like, if there is there when you grew up, did you grow up in like also a middle class family?
Yeah, middle class family. Yeah.
Okay, so there wasn't
Mhm.
necessarily any like struggle there or anything like that either,
No struggle other than the status issue.
other than the status
Yeah,
issue.
but
Yeah.
my parents worked really hard, and my family in Korea, they were always like supportive every time we had like some like financial problem because we couldn't really pull loans. My parents couldn't really get like the credit cards every time they want, like it was
Because
hard.
yeah.
Yeah, so we were always like supported by our family in Korea and everything. So yeah, I didn't really have a struggle other than that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So when you say that, you mean like so you were living in the U.S. but you had family in Korea
yeah.
that were helping you?
Like my
Okay.
relatives, my grandparents, my uncles, and
And what does that mean? Like they would send you guys funds if you needed it, or
yeah, like pretty much like lend the money and stuff like that.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it, got it. Yeah, okay, because I'm like not too sure of like how that works. So like
Hmm.
so he's unable to pull any loans or any credit because he doesn't have what, a social security?
Yeah, Social Security and all that. It's
Ah,
it's very hard life. It
I
was,
bet.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
yeah. I mean, the good thing is though, you guys have family. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah,
And now everything's solved. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Now everything's
yeah.
solved. Well, how are you helping out? How are you helping out your parents and your family and stuff like
Right
that?
now,
Yeah, right now.
well, I had to like sponsor them, like a green card to become like the legal
What does that
immigrant.
mean?
Oh, so when you're born in America, right? You're automatically American, right?
Right.
You're a citizen. But when you immigrate to America from different country, then you have to go through immigration process where you have to first get visa, and apply for a green card, permanent residency. That gives you like a proper, like a legal paper
Yeah.
or little card that's green to stay in the U.S. And like 5 6 years later you can finally apply for the citizenship, and that's where you become like naturalized citizen in
So,
the US.
so sponsoring them means like for you, like you already had
Apply.
your.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. As a child who's a citizen, I could sponsor my parents like permanent residency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Got it. All right. So for people that are listening,
Hmm.
that are interested in, because I think you have a great story. I think you traveled here. You ended up going to the, military because you had to solve an issue.
Hmm.
Not only did you do that, you went back to school.
Hmm.
You learned law. You have done like quite a bit of things, I'd say, in your
Hmm.
life. And how old are you right now?
27.
27.
Yeah.
So you're still relatively very young.
Yeah, I guess.
So for people that are probably in the situation that you were in,
Hmm.
what advice would you give them?
I turned 27 3 months ago, and I was thinking back like in the past 10 years, like what have I really accomplished in my life?
Yeah,
And I actually like accomplished a lot of things.
I agree.
And but 10 years ago, like no one really told me that, hey, Jayden, it's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Just don't worry, stop worrying, stop overthinking. Everything's gonna be fine. Just work hard. Just focus on what you want, what you're good at. So I really want to, tell others who were and are still in the same situation as where I was 10 years ago. I would tell them, don't worry.
Yeah,
Like stop overthinking. Stop, caring about what other people might think you. All those negative mind, that stuck in your brain. Like just don't.
yeah.
Mhm.
No, that's
Be
good.
happy. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, be
Yeah.
happy. Because I think a lot of people do worry about that stuff,
Yeah. Yeah. It
They're
is.
like, but as long as you continue to work hard, like
Mhm.
if it's not going to matter like 3 months from now, like don't even think about it,
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
I mean, you're a living testament to that. So,
Yeah.
but awesome. So where can people find you?
I am not active on social media,
Really?
but I am active on LinkedIn. So
Yeah.
you can find Jayden Goh at LinkedIn.
Got it. Well, thank you so much for being on the podcast. I appreciate you being on.
Thanks so much.